here we are in the inn in Nashkel, gonna take a little rest before we go out and do some stuff. We got a bit of money, so we'll go ahead and sleep.
I'm surprised you let me tag along, considering how dangerous my wild magic can be. Are we still talking about my wild magic?
You're dangerous in more ways than one. So this is Nira's romance tree. Since it's new, we'll go ahead and do it. I'm not a huge fan of romance stuff in games like this, but whatever, it's new content, so we'll go through it.
Well, of course! That's what's so great about wild magic. If you can't handle it at its worst, then you certainly don't deserve it at its best. We could be. Or we could be talking about something else, if you know what I mean.
I think I know what you mean.
Well, since you put it like that. This boldness certainly suits you. The way you take charge sometimes, well, it makes me feel more confident too.
I really like enough chit-chat. Give me some sugar, baby.
No, not just yet. It's so exhilarating, and I'd been hoping for it for some time. Let's return to this subject later, when we have more time to enjoy it.
So there's that. Nira's romance goes a little bit further, and we're going to do more wilderness regions, except for the fact that Nira didn't leave the inn. She's so starstruck that she can't handle herself. So more wilderness regions. We're almost done. We can get back to playing through the plot and things here soon. Oh, I hear crickets. We walked for 16 hours. We're gonna just make our ways left here. And I want to go all the way to the left to get the area transition that we can get here, I believe. And then we'll see what this place has to offer. No area transition. Okay, well, whatever. You know, you can't always get what you want. So we're going to walk back up and encounter the second of several very famous D&D Faerun characters, and that will be Drizzt. And I'm not going to kill him because I've already done too many of the quests that would help my reputation, and we're also not really high enough level. There are a lot of gnolls. I assume that means Drizzt is nearby, so he's not really going to get any fun killing these guys. We're going to take all the fun away. Yes, give me your 35 XPs and also a lot of lag.
For the glory of Helm!
My blade will cut you down to size.
There he is. You there, will you help a stranger in need? Fear not. Will not stand aside while another is in peril. The fight is joined. And there Drizzt kills very easily one gnoll. He's got really good equipment, and he also sort of follows the
I've sparred with demons from the nine hells themselves. I shall barely break a sweat here today.
Universal rule of DMing. Never put famous people in your campaigns because your PCs will try to kill them. I'm Drizzt du Erden, and I appreciate your assistance. I strive to return peace to these lands. Noble goals indeed. Your struggle will be difficult. Hobgoblins of the chill, difficult but not impossible, and potentially the most fruitful course. Sage advice. Well met, friend, and luck be on your side. So now we have to loot all these guys. I got the multiplayer for this working recently, and I do have to say the nicest part of the multiplayer is that I don't have to solo loot everything. I can just have myself do it as the other guy runs around and gets the other loot. It's very handy for stuff like picking up 1,000,000 rings and spell scrolls and all that other kinds of nonsense, because a jaunt. Oh, we got something special. Letter. Why does a chair have arms and legs like a man but cannot walk or hold things? I was initially, the first time I found that, extremely confused as to what all of this was about. And it's just an Easter egg letter that you can find on occasion. It'll be randomly dropped by monsters that drop loot, so there's ours. And we'll walk a bit here to the left. Or right, rather, of Drizzt. Oh, more gnolls. Oh, lots of gnolls, in fact. There, that one goes. I should also note, while we're here, that I am playing this on the highest difficulty. So, the main thing here about the difficulty is just that enemies do double damage. They're not any stronger or more frequent. At least that's my understanding of it. And I make it a point to save very, very frequently. Hobgoblin, you there, I need some money and some healing. If you know what's good for you, I'll give it to you. Why should we help you? I'm a member of the Chill, the mercenary band. If you want all of my friends breathing down your neck, then just keep on pissing me off. You're threatening us? I think you've got things mixed up, you degenerate, foul-smelling beast. Before we end your miserable life, you should do some begging and maybe throw in some information about the Chills. The Chill are a group of mercenaries. They're part of the group who's been raiding the merchant caravans. I just got lost in a raid a couple days back. Some of the Flaming Fist had been dogging my steps. There, I told you what you wanted to hear. And we get 200 XP, and he runs off. So, good enough. Uh-oh. Stop where you are. If you throw down your weapons and cooperate, then no one will be hurt. If you don't, then you'll all die. A simple decision. We surrender to no one. What is it you want with us? My name is Tainigan. This is my girl Jembi. The ugly one is Zekker. What we want is your money. Hand over all your cash. Okay, greedy bandits, you infest the roads. Draw steel.
Go on then.
Let's see what we can do. I think we'll use our chant. No, let's not use chant. Let's hold person. He deserves it. I'm worried about that hobgoblin, so we'll have her nuke him just a bit. Oh, wow, his girl's a mage. I should have realized that. Well, he's held, so we don't need to worry about him so much anymore. Oh, she's dead. Well, that magic missile was well used. And more bandits are dead. Got some bandit scalpery. Oh, and she had wizard robes. Looks like fire. And some spells, eh? Well, we don't really have room for those right now. We'll have to use our handy dandy gem bag. Very nice and helpful. And there we go. So there was our encounter. When you kill Drizzt, the strat is there's an island in the middle of this lake here, and you just plant your party there, and then have someone who can stealth or go invisible march your way down there and watch Drizzt, and then you spawn some either summon monsters or raised undead, And then you just have him beat on Drizzt, and he won't attack back. Or at least in the old version, he wouldn't attack back. And then he'll eventually die, and you get all of his stuff. As long as your rogue doesn't become visible. More gnolls? We can't get a moment's peace. That's a lot of gnolls, too.
Get over here.
Yeah, don't you get thoughts, gnolls. Stay away. Stay away. There we go. Okay. It's all well and good. And these ones actually dropped gold. Which is, might I say, most appreciated. And here are the half-ogres we heard about in the Jovial Juggler eons ago. There are 4 of them. They beat up that paladin, but our paladin is a bit different. Oh, we got some Gibbs there. A nice critical hit from Majantis. And that's it for them. And there's a little old house here. Oh, skeletons, eh? This could be bad. Okay, we're alright.
As you wish.
You point, I punch. Full plate and packing steel.
Hell.
Go for the eyes, boo. Go for the eyes.
So we have to use our melee weapons against these guys because they have resistance to arrows and such. Because they're made out of bone.
Less talk, more fight.
Don't bother me.
By
As you will. Yeah.
So here's our dilapidated little house here. The house looks abandoned. So there we go. Now we're going to head up north. Because we are done here. So that's it for this little forest region that contains Drizzt, some bandits, and a bunch of gnolls. And we made it through pretty much without a scratch.